Hello everyone, I'm your host Thomas28 and we're back in the world of Prominence. So I think the issue is we are under-geared for the type of combat we should be going into. I don't think we should be getting one shot like this, at least not if we're playing a tankier class. So in order to fix this, we need to increase our enchantments and make them actually useful. Like we can't have protection 2 on a headset, on the head plate, and then warding and random and nothing on here. We need to increase these to the max. I was also looking at trinkets. This trinket gives you plus 10 max health, but since leveling up gives you a lot, I don't think that one's actually going to be worth it that much. So, as I said last episode, I made an ender lead, and I got our bumblebee, our queen behemoth. I fed her a ton of honey, so now she's quite fast. Look at her go. Look at that speed. Such speed, such grace. Okay, let's go back down. Down, please. Back inside. Thank you. And then I used her to fly. That's annoying. You can't see it. Oh, it's right here. It's just covered in snow. To fly to the tower. And then I just spent a while fighting stuff. Luckily, the top of the tower has 4 spawners nearby, which made leveling up pretty easy. Because now that we're level 52, we can infuse our health shelf. Looks like we're also going to need lapis for this. Can't believe I forgot that. It's the most important part. $52. Dang, it takes a lot. Because we need to do 4 of these. And just enough for 1 more. Perfect. So now that we have 4 infused hell shelves, we can combine these with our enchanting table to make the enchantment library. Now we're also going to need 4 ender chests, and we only have enough ender pearls for 3. We're going to need 1 more. Let's see if we can find ourselves an enderman nearby and quickly slay him. I really gotta remember that left shift does not equal down, because I literally paused to make the jump cut and then I fell down. Not even like 10 seconds later. And then she stays floating wherever she was at. She doesn't come down and wait for you. Because I was trying to go downwards because I can't see the mobs if I go too high. But I'm not seeing endermen anytime soon. See, we just need 1 ender pearl. Bunch of revenants, ugly mobs. But no endermen. They're always so rare when I need them. I don't know why. Let's see, unless there's another way to get ender pearls, I don't believe. Let's see. Uses, this one, Eye of Ender. We can also use eyeball. Ow. Are you okay, Queen Bee? You can't let them take damage because they lose happiness, and then they don't want to let you ride them. So there's an eyeball fish. Should I go fishing in the nether? It could work, because I'm not seeing one spawn. I really should have spent more time killing the endermen when I saw them. Why do you have a harp friend? Harp friend? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Let's see. Ender chest, eyeball fish, shears in the eyeball fish, fishing in lava. Lava fishing. Eyeball fish. Seems like that's probably the easiest way, I think. Because I'm not seeing any endermen nearby. I think I have a fishing rod too. If not, I can craft one. 1, 2, 3. I could also use those rockfish. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I guess I'm going fishing in the nether, so I'll come back in a bit. because we're gonna need one more Eye of Ender. Luckily, we already have a magma cream. And that's not how you do it. Why did I think that's how you do it? I've made these before. Let's see. Because I went in there to get glowstone. So where are they? Because I made my resistance 3, so when I fight, the guy will actually be ready. So we just need one more, and then we need obsidian. We're going to need quite a lot of it too. But yeah, there's none nearby, so let me see if we can get some from this fish. I could also take my bee into the nether, but that does not seem like a safe plan. The bee does not have that much health, only 61, which means I'm pretty sure she would get one shot by the night lich. So I don't want to take her directly over there. And now that I think about it, do you even need to be in the nether to fish in lava? Not actually sure about that. Oh, there's one there's two right here. Perfect. Well, that was dramatic. Now we just need the obsidian. So we need 4 chests times 8, so we need 32 obsidian, which is pretty easy, just annoying because it's obsidian. Let's see. How do I... Did I get up here before? Don't remember. I could probably climb from up here. Nope. Let's see. How... Oh, it was right here. There we go. There's another enderman up there. I've been needing so many ender pearls, I might as well take a shot at this guy before we leave. Ooh, one over here too. Okay, just one, that's fine. Just want to collect a couple spares before we leave. This is the wrong way. Eh, you can reach it from here. So, no lava fishing for us, no problem. Gotta kill this creeper. Now we just need the obsidian. And I know just the spot to get some. Put this stuff away. Where's my pickaxe? Oh, there you go. We can harvest it from the AE meteorite zone. Because there's quite a lot. So we're gonna need 4 chests, takes 8, so 32, so half a stack. So I'll come back once we've mined it all out, because it's going to take it takes what, like 30 seconds per obsidian, so it's going to take quite a while. Alright, 32, we're all done. So now we can take these guys and craft them into ender chests. And combine with this to make our enchantment library. I'm surprised there's no quest for that. It's not the easiest thing to do. Now we take our bumblebee and we head back home. I can show you just how powerful this thing is. God, flying like this is so easy. Makes traveling so much easier. So you come over here, we'll place this right over here, and you can see it's empty. Has nothing in it. But we take our enchanted books. Now we can store them inside. So now if you want, say, vein mining, it pulls it off. It says there's one available. Efficiency. And that's it. You can get both of them on a book just like that, and then you can pull them out. And you can put them right back in. So it even tells you too, the max level available is 2, points stored 5. Because we put in multiple books with efficiency, because I believe we had efficiency 2, efficiency 2, efficiency 2, and efficiency 1, you get 5 points, max level available 2. Which means you could pull out 5 efficiency 1s or 2 efficiency 2. And that's what makes this very useful. Because now we could just enchant a book with a bunch of enchantments and then throw it into the enchantment library to pull stuff out. Now what we need to do though then is there's an extra step here with these books, the tombs, in that they specifically only get specific enchantments while still being a book. And this is useful because we want to enchant our gear and our weapons with stuff like protection, unbreaking, blast protection, that kind of stuff. So you want to do something specifically like get a Tomb of Chestplate. That way you only get chestplate enchantments. Because if you just put a book in here, you can get literally anything. And you can see there's miscellaneous enchantments that we don't want to get. So we'll need 8 books and a blaze rod, which actually have that right here. 8 books and a blaze rod to make these, and I still have the lapis on me, so I could show you this right now. Why do I keep seeing... Oh, that was weird. Put that in. Now we're not level 45, so we can't get the max, but now you can see protection 2, fire protection 3. Comb cutter, why would comb cutter go on a chest plate? That's odd. But now you can just do this. Burning a fire version of thorns. Protection 1. Deflect spell breaking poison focus. And we... Oh, this one has protection 3 on it, but we have to be level 45. This one has another protection 1. And now you can store all of this in here. So now you can make a chest plate with burning. When you're shot with an arrow, there's a chance the arrow will do half damage and could be flung away. And I believe you can only do 6. Because if you look here, we have room for 6 enchantments. So you could do burning, deflect, fire protection, protection, unbreaking. And I think we have room for one more, unbreaking and warding. So we could put burning 1, deflect 1, fire protection 1, protection, unbreaking, and warding. And then we have another one in here, so we can actually do warding 2, unbreaking 2, protection 2, fire protection 2, actually we could do fire protection 3, deflect 2, and do we have burning 2? We do. So then you could do the upgraded version. So this is why it's so good. Although, I don't know how useful warding is, because our health is already so high, I don't see the value in adding... You get 1 reabsorption per level. So if you have absorption, if you have warding 5 on all your gear, that would add up to 20, that would add 20 hearts, which we're at 100 and almost 40 health, which is what, like a 16% increase in our health? Which is big, but I'm not sure how useful that actually would be. And then if you want to do stuff for your swords, you do the same thing. You just use the Tome of Weaponry, which is 2 books and a blaze powder. You do only get 2 out of it. The equipment ones are a lot easier, but now it's much easier to get upgrades that you want. But of course, I'm going to have to keep farming at the tower until we can get the max level ones again. Because if you take a look in here, right, we only have access to protection 2, and we want to get higher tier ones. Now, I do think a great place that we can get some more enchantment books is the mine cells. Because it seemed to be chock full of all kinds of things. Now, I do need to make space in my inventory. As you can see, I was kind of running out of things to say. Put away that stuff, leave all the food in. like this. We have a book with warding 4, so I can put warding on all my gear up to 4, which right now would be 4 times 4 for 16. And our stuff is all pretty broken, so I'm gonna have to fix that too. I'm kind of worried about fighting the boss in the promenade though. I'm not sure how powerful it would be. Waystone or pocket wormhole to come back to your home. So I'm guessing I need to place a waystone in there for it to work. Interesting. And then once we're level 35, we should be good enough to fight the old champion as well. There's dead cells. Is there anything else we can do in the meantime? Not much else. Just need to make space. Can I use these banners for anything? Can take the string out of it. Oh, we can trade these for XP bottles. Useful. Okay, that means I'll save these. I was thinking of just tossing them out, but since I can trade them for XP bottles with the queen bee, that's actually quite useful. Don't think there's anything else I could use though. Yeah, it does not seem like it. So now we know what we gotta do. We have to upgrade our stuff, get some more books, get some more levels. That way we can get better protection on our gear. It seems like the magic guy, the Night Lich, is pretty strong, but with blast protection and protection, I think we'll be fine. Blocked attacks. Obliteration allows animals to split enchantments, nature's blessing, knowledge of the ages. Knowledge of the ages is really good as well for getting more enchants. I wonder where I can get this. Villager trade, valid items. It doesn't show where it drops from though. Because it turns mob drops into XP, which is really useful. Yeah, but nothing else useful here. Let's see, I wonder what kind of protections can we get. Protection. Yeah, magic protection. That might be useful versus the Night Lich. Reduces damage, but I haven't seen any magic protection before. We might just have to roll it on the enchant. Magic protection, blast protection, let's see. Protection, fire protection, blast protection, projectile, and magic. So that would be 5, and then you add on breaking, and that would be the max, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Although, we could probably not do fire protection. That's really only useful in the nether or bosses that use fire. I don't think other bosses like the Night Lich would use it, so we could ignore it for now. And then, once you have the enchantments on your armor and you want to take it off, I spelled it wrong again. You can craft these guys, Tomes of Extraction, to extract all the enchantments from the item, and it doesn't destroy it. There's 3 tiers of it. That's the final tier. The second tier extracts all the items, and it extracts all the enchantments but destroys the item. And the first tier extracts half the enchantments and destroys the item in the process. So that one's useful for other gear. Like, I found this in the tower. Like, let's see. Any of this have enchantments? Oh, like this one. Like, this has unbreaking on it. So if I see gear with that kind of stuff, it actually would be useful to use the Tome of Scrapping to pull those enchantments off. What? Get out of my house. Did it drop a Heart of the Sea, or did it take it from me? No, it dropped the ectoplasm. But I don't think I have any other gear. This has chains and enervation, swirling, Illager's Bane. Yeah, so we do have some items left over we can break down. Other than that, yeah, this has knowledge of the ages. We could pull that off. Knockback and sweeping for the swords. Lots of good stuff. And then we could finally put on, like, sharpness 5. That kind of stuff. I think the Night Lich counts as an undead, so Bane would be good. We just need a lot more levels. But then you can just take any book. If you want to be lazy as well, then you could just take a book. Grab your lapis. And if you don't want to do the work, you can just enchant these books. And then look, you get a bunch of different stuff. And just throw it in. A chance to deal damage relative to the target's health. Interesting. But of course, we want to get up to level 45, because right now we want to get the higher level enchantments. So we need to get up to level 45, and it is quite expensive. So to make that easier, there is ways to get more experience from what I remember. We could also start using our armor trims. Wait, this is a smithing. What is this for? Netherite fire bowl? What is this for? What does this even do? I found it in the... Yeah, I have no idea what this fire bowl even does. We do have 2 of these. We have enough diamonds to make more, I believe. Yeah, we have 49 diamonds, so we can make more smithing. But I do think we also need to upgrade our armor, because I think we're in tier 2 technically now. So we need to get the berserker gear. As you can see, we found a helmet. But for these, we're going to need goat horns from an arms dealer. An expert arms dealer sells them. What block is the arms dealer? Not sure. Illager campsites, Frostologer castle. He sometimes has them, and lucky for us, 2 of those, I think there's 2 of them over here. Oh, but that's also where the Night Lich is, so I can't just teleport over there. I mean, technically I could, but I think he'll follow me, and that would not be a good thing. Mutant zombie. What? Did I read that right? Alright, definitely read that right. Ow. Okay, I was not expecting all of that. Luckily this bow does do really strong... Why is he fighting the spider? Alright, as long as he's not fighting me right now, that's good. Oh, that's funny. The crossbow's doing its gravity. It's still affected by gravity though, so I don't think it's... Okay, it got knocked down, I think is what happened. No, I think... No, he's still floating. Okay, I'm gonna load up the crossbow once more. And let's kill this guy while he can't do anything. Oh right, if I'm remembering correctly, the mutant zombie actually can't die. You have to light him on fire to actually kill him. Okay, let me grab... Do I have flint and steel on me? I do. Yeah, you gotta light him on fire to actually kill him. Yep, no, he's not dying. There he goes. The Hulk Hammer. Mutant monsters. It's so funny how tiny it looks compared to like the Lich Blade. Well, at least we got a little bit of experience out of that. Can I use this for anything? You can brew a thick you can combine it with a thick potion to make chemical X. The effect appears to have no descriptions. Harmful. Huh. Not sure what that actually does. I've never seen that before. But regardless, we need to take our bee to the tower and farm some levels. Now that we have knowledge of the ages, I could probably also put it on the sword. We won't get any drops, but we won't be getting like what, coal? I think that's fine. I could probably, I could put it on the Hulk hammer, now that I think about it. You just come out over here, you do knowledge. Oh, we don't have knowledge of the ages yet. Huh. Well, let's see, there should be ways to increase XP. XP. If I search... Experience. Ancient knowledge, plus 400%. Splash potion, lingering. Ancient knowledge 2 is 1600%. Not sure why this soul dancer legging is here. Experience pouches. Those might be useful. Bag of Souls. Increases the amount of experience you gain relative to the level of the enchantment. It's not a treasure enchantment, so we can pull it. And what does this go on? Goes on armor. Interesting. So we can make a set of armor with Bag of Souls, specifically just to get a lot of XP. And how do I make Potion of Knowledge? Awkward Potion and Bottle of Enchanting to make an Ancient Knowledge Potion. Bottle of Enchanting and Awkward. Okay, so there's no easy way to do it, but that is useful. And then you can upgrade it to 2 with another Bottle of Enchanting. So if we do 2 bottles of Enchanting, you get 1600 experience dropped instead of 400. Well, it's a good thing these guys drop from chests. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Grab our nether wart. And let's craft one of these guys and head to the tower. Alright, we got our potions of ancient knowledge. Let's fly up to the top and see just how much we can get. Now there is light at the top, but we can also fight the pillagers at the bottom as well. We just want something that drops a lot of experience in a short amount of time. But since this increases the gain by 1600%, I think as long as we kill anything, we'll get a lot of experience. So you just come up to the top over here. See, I need to park my bee right here. So you can see it's useful. There's 4 wither skeleton spawners up here. I don't think there's a way, if I stand in the middle... Yeah, it seems I can activate 2 at most. Oh, where did you come from? See, if I run around in a circle... Where did he come from? I guess he fell from the ceiling. Why aren't these working? Is there too much light? I mean, they're active. Yeah, I put torches down there, so those aren't going to turn on. I could head deeper where I didn't... Okay, they're just falling from the ceiling. That's the opposite of what I wanted. But cool, we level up again. Let's allocate our skill point. So we can grab Warrior's Devotion, plus 10 physical damage, plus 100 physical damage, minus 300% haste. So we're going to attack extremely slow now. Okay, this is extremely slow. But it's in exchange for a ton of damage. So it should work itself out, I think. Just wonder why these guys... Is there too much light? Kind of makes sense. When I came up here, they weren't working. So I guess you could just manually turn these into a mob farm. Let's go deeper in here. There should be some mobs waiting somewhere. I don't think I got to every room in here. Oh, I forgot I left these. I'm gonna steal these. Could definitely use those. Okay, there's definitely some spawners downstairs I didn't turn off, because I can already see all the mobs spawning on the minimap. Let's see, where's the next step to go down? Over here. Is that a creeper spawner? That's not what I want to see. Okay, there we go. So let's drink this guy and see how much experience we can get. Okay, from 1 kill we went up 3 levels. But it's starting to seem like this class kind of sucks. Because I was swinging at that guy and he did not take much damage, if at all. Over here, please. And they don't want to come. $35. Okay, so the XP gain is pretty huge. Yeah, we're leveling up extremely fast. If I had a better mob farm, this would actually go even faster. Okay, we one-shot a creeper, that's pretty cool. But after getting this upgrade, I'm starting to think I don't want to play this class. Because this is extremely slow. Where are my torches? There we go. I want to turn off the spider spawners. I don't like spiders. Oh, that's a bunch of dinner bones. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Okay, so knowledge of the ages. Pretty effective. Pretty effective. Not a fan though, I don't think. Like, the damage is really high, but it's so slow. If I miss, I'm just losing DPS. Oh, another creeper. Like, I can one-shot creepers like that, but for bosses, I don't want one-shot potential. I need sustained damage. How? Yeah, and it only lasts for a minute. So if I want to be efficient with these, I need to make a mob grinder slash farm. That way I can loop them all into one area and kill them all at once. Yeah, because I was thinking, oh, if I come in here, I could just run in a circle, they're all going to spawn, I'll have a lot. But it was just not that effective, from what it seems like. And this upgrade kinda sucks. Why does it have to be minus 300% haste? Like, I understand it was saying, oh, you know, you attack slower, but you deal a lot more damage per hit, but this is extremely slow, like, not even in the fun kind of way. Just in the kind of tedious kind of way. But regardless, I'm gonna have to build a mob farm, so we can actually grind a lot of levels. But at least finding the experience potions is pretty easy. If I go to any large structure, I can get quite a lot of them pretty fast. But I gotta say, after getting that upgrade, I don't think we're gonna stick around with this class. We might want to change classes, just something else. Why are you in my house? Like, see, we do enough damage to one-shot that guy. What about the zombies? 37. Okay, so we do a lot of damage, but it's so slow, which I'm not a fan of. Like, especially for the Night Lich, he spawns a bunch of little guys. I mean, what are they called? The Phantoms. Which makes it a little annoying. So what can I even accomplish this episode? What was I doing? We made our waystones, we made our enchantment library. We could unlock another thing. There's our bumblebee. We need to get more enchantments so we can get access to other stuff. Because we need actual enchantments. We need protection. So I guess really all that's left for me to do right now is just farm XP and then get these enchantments. That's a big orc. There's a lot of mobs outside right now, so this should be a good time to get some XP. Let's see, in 1 minute how much can we get? $45. Almost gets us to 46. Okay, we can one-shot an orc with 50. Uh-oh. I gotta get that thing away from my house, like right now. Because I remember the mutant creeper, and it is the opposite of fun. It is as unfun as you can get. Let's see, I need to bring it over here. It doesn't see me though. Maybe I could ignore it and then we can worry about it another time. Okay, so knowledge of the ages has this knowledge of the ages. This potion of ancient magic knowledge seems to be the way to do it if you want to level up really fast. Because after only killing a couple creatures, we get a lot of XP. Man, I need this creeper to leave my house. You see me? Come over here, please. I think I need to use the crossbow, actually. And you'll see why in a second. Let me aggro it. Can you come over here, away from my house? I missed. Okay, I think that's far enough. And you'll see why. Let's see if we can kill this thing real quick. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so you can see even though it was flying that high up, it still damaged the ground. And when you kill it, it starts pulling everything in. Get rid of that thing. Don't want that around. There's another ghost. Okay, now that I'm one-shotting a lot of stuff, it's starting to grow on me. Let's see, can I one-shot a wither skeleton? The only issue though is like this build is still useless versus the Night Lich. Because he flies around too fast. Even with my mount, I don't think I can actually melee him. Even though it is quite satisfying to one-shot things. Let's see. We do have the scroll of knowledge. Can I craft these? Oh, they're really... Oh, it's super cheap. Sticks, ink sac, and paper. Okay. It's so cheap that I actually don't mind respecking. Because then we can just respec for this boss into the Ranger's Path for +5 range damage when using bows or guns. There's guns in this pack? Since when? I did not mean to click that. Anyways, so we could just respec into bows, and then that goes into what? Dissonance, that seems just to be a spell related to magic. Yeah, that's like for bards. So you just go Ranger's Path, range damage, Ranger's Path down here, damage. Probably not to Skelax because you don't care about your health. So you would go all the way down to Rapid Fire, enter a firing stance and let loose a flurry of arrows. You can move freely while in the stance, but you cannot take other actions. Requires a bow or crossbow. Is there really nothing else for the archer? Well, I guess it's... Well, no, there's a ranger class. Like, this is the rogues class. So is there really no, like, capstone for the archer? Like, there's magic stuff. Huh. Weird. Yeah, that is weird. I feel like there could be a lot more effort done into the talent tree, because it seems like all the cool stuff is over here. But there's nothing really... I guess haste is for an assassin, but you can see it's for melee weapons. If you're playing a ranger, all you have is this rapid fire and then focus zone. Not much else. Huh, that's so weird. Let's see, where did my books go? Because I think we're almost level 50. We just need to kill a couple more things. Okay, that was almost bad. Level 26. Yeah, we're leveling up really fast now with these potions. I think it's because it also applies to the experience you get for leveling. Yeah, 54. $55. 56. 57. Okay, this has to be the strat. Knowledge of the Ancients 2 is insane. It only lasts a minute though, which... Oh, it's an orc. Okay. Okay, and that's it, level 58. So now we should be able to unlock the final tier on our current setup. Snow Traveler's Backpack from Skeleton Skulls. That increases Quanta, which we don't really want. Let's see, where did I put the books? And no matter, we can make some more books. What did it take? It was this stuff and the books, that's what it was. Grab our lapis. Silver bullets. This is for chestplate. You're telling me tether is for chestplates? Silver bullets drag the target towards you if outside a certain range. Battle rouse 4 plus 4% damage to your life is regenerated over the next 4 seconds per level. Plus 4% damage to your life is regenerated. So does that mean if I get hits, I regenerate 4% of the damage dealt? So if I take 100 damage, I heal for 4 per level. So at Battle Rouse 4, that would be 16. If I have it on 4 things, then... Okay, that sounds interesting. Evasion. Icy Thorns. Decaying and Spell Breaking. Surprise gift. When drinking an instant health potion, you receive another potion from a pool of options. But none of the ones we want. Ricochet, protection 4, there we go, perfect. That's the one I wanted. So now that we have protection 4, we can pull it from the other protection sources. But man, now that I think about it, enchanted book, yeah, there's way too many enchants. Like, there's so many enchants, actually getting the stuff we want out of this is going to be really difficult. Like, I think even when I did it with Cisco's mod, it wasn't that bad. But regardless, we do have a game plan for what we need to do. Where did I put? We have 36 bottles of enchanting, which means we can make 18 times 3. So a ton of knowledge of the ages to get a ton of XP. Which means in between episodes, I'm probably going to focus on just upgrading the enchanting setup. Because now that we have hell shells, we can infuse these into the infused versions to get even more. That way we can unlock higher tiers. Arcana makes rare enchantments more common and increases the number of enchantments. So we definitely need to upgrade this, that way we can get better enchants out of the books. Because otherwise we're just wasting time right now. What is crunching out there? But I do think after a quick respec, and we upgrade the bow so it doesn't just have power 1, we should be pretty good. Because if you look at just bow power-ups, yeah, looks like they have 33 they can get. So it's growing. Deal extra damage the farther you are. Replenish, a chance to get more arrows back. Tempo theft, steal speed from your target. Increase attack speed for each consecutive shot. Interesting. But yeah, even for a bow, there's 33 possible enchants. That's crazy. Did not think there was going to be that many. There was one bow someone told me to get. I'm going to have to figure out which one that was. But regardless, I'm your host, Hamis28, and I'll see you guys next time.